All right, the bulldozers came into Shaheen Bagh, but the big question that we are asking viewers is, do you think the anti-encroachment drive in Shaheen Bagh is justified or not? The numbers are on your screens. Call in, viewers, tell us what you think, because this was something that went on for about 45 minutes. At about 11 a.m., bulldozers arrived there, and after massive protests that broke out, the bulldozers returned. There were people who were out on the streets refusing to allow the bulldozers to roll. So this is what we're asking. You should call us, tell us what you think. We have a caller joining us, viewer Lakshmi joining us from Mysuru. Yes, Lakshmi, what do you think of the bulldozer action today? Is it justified?
This is completely justified, madam. They are only taking away the encroached areas, which belongs to the government, which belongs to the common public. Imagine having buildings there which have been encroached, and why are they politicizing this? There is no Hindu-Muslim here. And first of all, who are the people who gave them the license? Catch hold of them. Which were the political? There is no need to politicize here. This has become a big joke. This enforcement has to happen, and call in the army if the police cannot handle these hooligans. Call in the Indian army and get it done. What kind of tamasha is this, and how are we supposed to put up with all these hooligans and these political parties? Whether it is AAP or Congress or BJP, whoever it is, they are just playing politics here. Enough is enough. Call in the army and get it done.
All right, Ms. Lakshmi, your point taken. So ensure that action is taken. That's what our viewer is telling us. Now you have the police personnel who came into the spot, and there were the anti-encroachment drive that was already planned. Why stop it? Because there had been protests. What next? We have more viewers as well calling us, and you can call us, give us your view. Do you think that the encroachment drive is justified or not? Massive police deployment that was in place, but despite the bulldoze coming in, the anti-encroachment drive did not take place. So we are inviting you, viewers, to join us and tell us what you think. Do you think that the bulldozer action or the lack of it was justified or not? These were the visuals that played out since morning. As the bulldozers arrived in Shaheen Bagh, there were people not just stopping the bulldozers. A woman even climbed atop one of the JCBs, stopping the bulldozer, saying that it should not happen. Harinder Pulja joins us from Bengaluru. Yes, Harinder, what do you think? Do you think the bulldozer action is justified?
Yes, it is 100% justified, madam. It should be done everywhere in Delhi, not only Delhi, all over the India. This action should continue. It is there, all cities it is there. It's very important. Very strictly this has to be carried out.
Okay. Can I ask you, what is your message to several netas, several people who had arrived there and called it communal politics, and they said that the bulldozer should not be used?
Doing politics only, nothing else. Vote bank politics these people are playing. This should be condemned. We are totally condemning their protest. This should be carried out all over the India, not only in Delhi.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us with your thoughts on that. Kanan also joining us from Singapore. Yes, Kanan.
I think I'm very sad to see what is happening. All opposition politicians who are there, the bulldozer should ram into them first before they go and break in the building. The opposition people who are there should ram them first before you break the building. They are the people who created all these nonsense, getting the public to come and do all these demonstrations. The Indian government take law and order into their hand and put things straight.
Right. Law and order is paramount, and it's important that the anti-encroachment drive continues. If encroachment has happened, it should be stopped. All right. We have Gajendra also joining us from Bengaluru.
Gajendra, my name is Narendra Kumar.
All right. Mr. Narendra, please tell us what your view is. Do you think the bulldozer action is justified?
It is absolutely justified. I don't know what was the issue that they could, if the unauthorized construction was there, they could not bulldoze this thing. I also blame the MCD. Hello.
Okay. Okay. All right. Commander Shallab also joining us. Yes, Commander, your thoughts on what happened in the national capital today?
I think the bulldozer drive was absolutely perfect. It was correct. But just because AAP and Congress people, they think that they will gather some people and stop the legal process, then it is nothing but mobocracy. I want to see now what courts do. Can a local MLA stand in the process of what government proceedings are? I mean, this is absolutely rubbish. That just you have some numbers, and especially when it becomes a particular community, then they gather over there, and political people like AAP and Congress, they go and support them.
Okay, so don't politicize the issue, don't make it communal. This is the rule of law that's in place. It does not see any religion, so don't communalize it. That's the message. Vijay also joining us from the national capital. Mr. Vijay, what do you have to say?
Ma'am, namaste. Hello.
Yes, sir.
ये असल में मैं जो कहना चाह रहा हूँ, गवर्नमेंट मशीनरी भी इक्वली रिस्पॉन्सिबल है जिन्होंने ये एनक्रोचमेंट अलाउ की. आप लिए बताना चाहेंगे, किसी से पूछना चाहेंगे, आपके माध्यम से मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, दिस ऑल लैंड बिलोंग्स टू यूपी इरिगेशन. दिस इज ऑल लैंड हैज बीन एनक्रोच्ड अपॉन.
That's right. Questions should be asked not just of those who have encroached this property, but also how it was allowed. And that's why we're saying that equal action needs to be taken on those who allowed this illegal construction to take place, because these constructions have been there for a long time. Vijay, also another viewer joining us from Bengaluru. Yes, Mr. Vijay.
Hi, my name is Satish. Can I speak?
Okay, yeah, please.
Hello, can I speak?
Yes, Satish, continue.
All right. As other gentlemen said, this encroachment drive should be done throughout India. And if you could see in Bangalore, I've seen people who have encroached a drainage path and they built a shop on it. And nobody has courage to question them. It's not only in Delhi, it's throughout India. And as I travel to other cities, I've seen this in other cities also.
That's right. In fact, one of the arguments that came in from some of the political leaders was that encroachments have happened not just in Shaheen Bagh, but there have been encroachments all across Delhi. So the question is, if there have been encroachments in one part of the state, is it not right to take action in the other areas as well? Varinder joins us from Gurgaon. Yes, go ahead. What do you think about the bulldozer
Madam, there
action
were
today?
encroachments in Delhi throughout, and nobody of these netas were there. You know, whenever there is an encroachment drive in some minority, this Muslim areas, I don't know from where, कौन से bill में से ये निकल के आ जाते हैं, and they try to stop it. If we have to see the unity, अगर हमें unity सीखनी है, तो हमें इन minority areas में से सीखनी पड़ेगी कि इवन हमारे हिंदू नेताज भी इनके साथ हो जाते हैं, और जब हमारे हिंदुओं की जितनी भी जगहों पे डेमोलिशन या ऐसी कोई चीज होती है तो ये लोग सब गायब.
You're right, because it's not about Hindu or Muslim or who is it's not about the religion of the person. It's about whether you've encroached this land illegally or not. Muralidharan also joins us from Chennai. Yes, Muralidharan, you're on Times Now. Tell us your views. Muralidharan, if I can request you to mute your TV and then speak, tell us, do you think the bulldozer action is justified? All right, we have Shivraj from Hyderabad also joining us. Shivraj, what do you have to say about the bulldozer action today? We want to hear from our viewers.
Ma'am, I just want to say one thing, that all the people who are opposing this bulldozer drive should be booked under special cases for stopping the illegal encroachment. Whoever it may be, MIM, AAP or Congress, whoever, how much big the politician may be, they should be booked under
so your message is for the politicians who are trying to block this anti-encroachment drive. We have Gopal also joining us from Bengaluru. Our viewer, yes, Gopal.
Yeah, I justify the drive, but more importantly, the opposition is calling it communal. That means they're insulting the Muslims. Are they saying all the encroachers are Muslims? They're insulting them. It is for everybody, not just for Muslims. Is it not so?
That's true. That's right. And that's the point that is being made, that it's not about the religion. It's not like the bulldozers are going to see. If it is an encroachment, then the anti-encroachment drive is going to continue. And these are areas that are marked not just in Shaheen Bagh. As we've been reporting on Times Now, places across Delhi where encroachments have happened have been marked. But this politics taking place only in Shaheen Bagh. The political leaders reaching there in Shaheen Bagh in trying to stop this anti-encroachment drive and making it communal. Viewers, we want to hear from you. Call us now on the numbers that are flashing on your screens. Tell us what you think of the bulldozer drive. Arun Basu joins us from Kolkata. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm from Kolkata. Ma'am, this is my opinion. It's a completely failure of the Home Ministry. Why did they have declared this 144 from the morning? Since morning, and they should have gathered. They should have instructed the policemen over there not to gather. It is the same thing happened. It is the Shaheen Bagh. It was given a bath to them. Unless they should, it's a very illegal thing. And can I have my anything illegal construction all over India without taking any permission, any planning? These are all nonsense here. And most of these political parties like AAP, Congress, and the AIMM, they should be taught a very good lesson.
All right, we take your point. Questions should be asked when bulldozers were brought in, when there was adequate security. Why did the anti-encroachment drive not take place completely there? It was halted because of the massive protests that broke out. Viewers, we want to hear from you. Call us, tell us what you think of the bulldozer action. Sanjay Joshi also joining us from Vadodara. Yes, Mr. Sanjay.
Hello, I am Dr. Sanjay Joshi from Baroda. This is to tell to the government why there are encroachments. Why don't you make people like ward officers or the people who are in civic body should be answerable to this? Why there is a lot of encroachment in the road? Why they don't take action when encroachments are being built? So it should be answerable. They should be punishable. And it is wonderful job which the government of India is doing, that Shaheen Bagh.
That's right, because not just should action be taken against those who allowed this encroachment, but these anti-encroachment drives should continue, because if it's halted unceremoniously, then it's only going to embolden more encroachers. We have Mr. Krishnan also joining us from Mumbai. Yes, Mr. Krishnan, you're on Times Now.
Good afternoon to you. I totally support this bulldozer action by the government of India. But the thing is, there are encroachments available everywhere. They should institute this type of an action everywhere and ensure that all the things are prevented. This encroachment is prevented from the beginning. They nip it at the bud. That's what I prefer.
Okay, all right. So overwhelming support coming in for the bulldozer action that we saw in the national capital, because encroachments are there in several places. This is the way to deal with the encroachments. We have Mr. Gopal joining us from Bengaluru. Mr. Gopal, you're on Times Now.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
This is Prabhakar, Chennai.
Okay.
See, these bulldozers, these people who are protesting for all this, are purely politically minded and politically vested interest people. One side, these people say always there is a crowd, there is a encroachment. At the other side, when the government takes an action, they cry all out. Purely, these Andolan GVs have got no business other than protesting. This activity demoralizes the entire system. In the name of politically, these people doing all these dramas.
Absolutely, because such issues should not be politicized, because this could be anyone, and this encroachment affects people of the entire country. Mr. Gopal of Bengaluru with us. If you can hear me, please go ahead with your thoughts. Okay, Jack also joining us from Goa. Yes, tell us what is your opinion on the bulldozer drive that was taken up in the national capital?
For this encroachment, provided that it should be carried out throughout India, not only in the Muslim-dominated places. It should be everywhere, because the encroachment is everywhere, not only in Muslim. Because all the time this thing anti-encroachment drive is taken. Encroachment drive is taken out. It's only in the Muslim places.
No, I'll correct you there, because we have been covering the spots that have been taken up in the anti-encroachment drive, and it's not just in Shaheen Bagh, and that's exactly the point that we are making, that it's not just in Shaheen Bagh. There are various places across the national capital that have been identified where anti-encroachment drives are going on, but it's only in Shaheen Bagh that it has been politicized.